Hey everyone, Squire here, and we're with.
We're with Joey here today.
And why are we with you? So, let's get cut to the chase. So, the title says it all basically. We've decided we are going to end the Jowgression series now, and the reason for it is there's been a lot in this decision that we had to make. The first thing is obviously we've done this for like nearly 2 years, and
And
it's got to a point now where it's not just Yu-Gi-Oh, but there's other things as well. I'm gonna come with the Yu-Gi-Oh side of it. Yu-Gi-Oh's got to a point where it's you're making full-on negate boards, or you're playing cards that say nope every time. Whereas back in the day, it felt a bit more back and forth, and it's not just that as well. There's other things as well. I'll let Joey explain that part.
uh, for me, I've not fallen out of love with Yu-Gi-Oh. I still love it. I love the craziness. Tier Elements is one of my favorite decks of all time now. It's actually up there for its craziness. But I've I've in September I started college. That started adding a few things, and lots of good things have just come together. And I want to spend time just chasing that currently. I don't think I'll ever fall out of love with Yu-Gi-Oh. I may also play Pokemon on the side, but Yu-Gi-Oh's Yu-Gi-Oh's my number one.
Yeah,
But I'm not leaving the TV table forever. I'm just leaving to concentrate on life, and the situation's a lot more different than when we first started. If you remember when we first started, people didn't want to do the TV table at all. We had people like, yeah, I don't want to be recorded. But some of those very same people now actually want to be on the TV table. They want to actually represent. And that's a good thing. And giving them the spotlight, I'm fine with that.
yeah. And for me, I want to still keep making content, but I'm probably going to be moving more to the Edison side of things now, or Goat, just for a
Yeah.
while, until I get that love for Yu-Gi-Oh again. But for me, it's more of I played it for a while that I feel right. I think it's time for me to just take a back seat a bit. I need to sort all my folders out, but also it's like Joey says, other people want to be on. I gave them the spotlight, and with that being happening, we just thought, you know what? I think that would be the best option. So what does this mean for the channel? Does this mean the Jowgression series is over? Does that mean the channel's gonna? It's not gonna stop. We are still gonna make content. There's gonna be matches, shorts that are gonna happen. Shorts might be a bit less now than previously, because with shorts I tended to go for make a short at least once a week, but it got to a point that it just took forever, and we just thought, you know what, I want to start doing more matches and have a short here and there if there's a moment for it. But it's got to be a moment. It's not just got to be like, oh, there's something here, let's just find it. The matches will still continue. EDO Pro replays will still continue. It's just that the
Uh,
Jowgression series is off now.
But in saying that, I if Squire's okay with it and get enough likes, I am up for maybe a few Edison things where we just me and Squire play Edison, talk about the channel, try and keep you all in touch.
Yeah, yeah, and not just that as well, but you know, apart from seeing me get Crystal Abundance a lot, um,
Yeah.
which I'm more than happy to take. Um, it's also the fact that we can just keep in touch with you all, and it keeps Joey interested in the game. Because obviously, if we stay out of touch with the game for so long, we end up thinking maybe we're not interested, and then we just die from it. And this is why we're kind of taking a bit of a back seat. Um, Another
I
thing,
mean, people might not know this, but I've quit Yu-Gi-Oh once before, and it was one of the worst decisions of my life.
yeah, I did as well, and that was years ago. and I kind of wish I didn't quit because I realised I played the game all wrong. But when I came back, I played it a lot differently, and the skill level just switched. I got worse.
I quit back in the day just because I couldn't afford the game. But,
yeah. Anybody want to play Teledad?
Teledad was interesting.
Got
Instead
it.
of actually buying a Teledad, you traded booster boxes of Phantom Darkness for it.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people say Yu-Gi-Oh is expensive now, and I'm not gonna lie, it is expensive. But when a single card back in the day was 180 quid, and you've got cards here that,
180, only 180.
that's what everyone said it was.
Dark Iron Dragon at one point when it was at free of was a £400 card.
Okay.
That was the highest it ever got to.
Well.
So to play Teledad, you needed minimum 1,200 just for your Dark Iron Dragons.
Yeah, I think I'm glad I'm just watching it now, or just playing it on Tech Force 3 or something. So, with you coming out of the Jowgression series, obviously, what will you be doing now? What will you be pursuing?
In September, I started chefing course to try and get into chefing, and I'm really enjoying that. I've made a few friends with it. I've met people, and I just want to concentrate on that. But unfortunately, one of my college days also falls on the day of the Jowgression series, so it kind of interferes a little bit. So, again, not leaving for bad things, leaving for good things. So, I just want to reiterate that, even though I'm not talking about it, my personal life is my personal life, and I don't want to bring that to channel.
Yeah. So obviously keep that secret.
Yeah.
But yeah, you basically have, in a sense, you've got other ventures you want to do than just this and that, and that's fair. It's fair. Like I said, I've got other things I want to do. And you want to do other things as well. Obviously, people want to keep going with content, so yeah, people want to be on the TV table. That's fine. I suppose all we can say, I mean, people do move on. It's a fact of life. So all we can say is,
as they say in the VTubing world, I'm graduating. But it's not over for me in card games as well. I will be playing friendlies of Lorcana against Squire, whether they're recorded or not. Will change, but and also I'll be playing Pokemon, but that'll be my own thing. So, and I will be entering YuGiOh tournaments every now and again. So you might still see me on the TV table as an opponent of whoever's on the TV table for that week.
So, yeah, that'd be interesting. That. So another thing I want to ask is, obviously you said you will come back sometime. You're not giving up for good. There will be a point where you think, you know what, we'll have you back, play a different deck. Could be something like you're playing Dark World and you're forced to play the Silver combo, or you might come back and you're playing Conclave Control. Why were Neshi asked? Just anyone.
I also have a huge weakness for GX decks in general. I want to play Armed Dragon. I want to play Heroes. I want to play. I have a max rarity core of Cloudians with all the ultimate rares, and I just can't play it.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, if people from our locals has any decks he wants to try, you know, lend it in, but make sure you've got everything in the deck. That means side, extra, and main. And then we'll see how it goes. So
I mean, this whole series was made from a joke we made of the fact that I didn't own my own Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah, I had to bloody give it him. And there was a point where, you know, he plays to get decks, and I get the shit for it.
Yeah,
But
there is that.
but
You've
it's
made a lot of money off me.
oh yeah, which is fair. I'm not gonna lie. He pulled some good cards from the OTSs, and I'm like, on second thought, I could do with that. Like, I'll be honest. There was a time when the Nationals came up, and he pulled the third Fenrir, which was an ultimate rare, and I thought, I'm playing Kashtira. But I didn't want to play normally. I wanted a funnier version, so I built Kashtira with Crystal Beast, and it kind of worked, surprisingly. So
I think that's where our strengths lie, though. We like playing the decks that are not not well rounded.
that's the thing. Yeah, I'd like to play decks that aren't just, oh, it's meta, play it. That's not me. If it's a good deck, fair enough. But, and I mean, like, do I find it fun? I don't want to play a deck that's boring. So if you give me some, if I say years ago, if someone said to me, "Oh, you should try it spirals," and this is an example, and I didn't like it, I just won't be playing it. Even if it's meta, I won't be playing it because I just won't be having fun. So coming back to what we're next question. What were your best memories ever since you restarted? Because you played Cyber Dragons, DDD, you played Galaxy, Eldritch, Prank Kids, Madolche. Was there any memories?
In terms of memories, maybe not. In terms of decks, definitely. Like, I don't really remember many matches, but I remember the decks I played, some of the impressions they made. Prank Kids, Tier Elements, two of my favorite decks of all time. Especially Prank Kids. Bring back Meow Meow Moo, please.
Hang on, I got told to F off because of that. That wasn't a certain person, by the way. That person was because I said draw. That's a different person. I'm talking about the other person. Well, no, they didn't tell me F off. They told me get out. Love you, really. But no, yeah, bring back Meow Meow Mew, please, and Colossus. What about your worst memories, would you say? Did you have any worst memories?
I think the beginning of Rikus and Avalon, I just didn't click with that deck.
Yeah, I'm
It,
not gonna lie, that was...
yeah, like it's a very fun deck to play, but
With all the combos and all of the effects, it's you've got to remember which one's which. And I can't
the,
lie.
there's having synergies together, and then there's just having random BS just all together, and that was really a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I got used to the deck. I got used to it. And that's only because I learned it from two players who are very good players. One of them won the European Championships, and the other won the Nationals with not Phantom Lights, Burning Abyss with Second's Light. And I saw Nationals, had a game against them. They taught me a lot about it, and I took it from there. And the thing is, I got to grips with the deck, but Jowy unfortunately didn't, and the comment section really wasn't happy. But
No, they kept coming after you as if you were the one playing the deck.
yeah,
We can sit back and laugh at it now, but at the time it was
harsh.
it
Like,
was not good.
we were using it and we had to stop it because it wasn't just him using it. There was a tough moment I was going through, and it was kind of like, seriously. So, but we had to stop it, and there's a lot of people who are like, I wish he didn't stop it. Again, I'd like to have kept playing, but seeing it played, but for my mental health, it wasn't going well, so it just wasn't great there. We've had to make few comments. I had to make a comment, saying that I've banned some of them people, I've blocked some of those people, and I had to make an apology on Sun Avalon, and we won't be using it anymore.
Like, at the end of the day, we just want to have fun.
Yeah, we want to have fun. We want people to watch, and even if there are misplays, just point them out and just say the player here made the misplay. obviously after a few months they probably would have noticed by themselves, but when you come on and you start saying things like, dude, what are you doing so on top yourself because you can't play it? Are you serious? That
People forget that Yu-Gi-Oh cards are like they're like novels, and when you have 45 minutes in a round and you have to read all these cards and get everything together, it's hard work, especially when you're also using decks that you're not familiar with. Like, I didn't know. This is an example of what happened in one of the games. I didn't know Star Leech Photon rank for special summon from the graveyard during your opponent's turn. Doesn't make sense to me that an aggro deck has a quick effect special summon in your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. About, say, when I was playing Guru Control, when I first played it, I didn't know about Hidden City and Red Eyes Fusion. You can use Red Eyes Fusion with Hidden City. Unfortunately, that's just the thing. You don't. And another thing as well that this isn't, by the way, this isn't a reason why we're quitting. It's not that at all. But when you come on the comment section, try and be respectful, because these players are playing just for the laughs and giggles. Some play to play for meta, fair enough, but some play just to have fun. And if you come on and you start saying things like, you're shy, why are you doing that? It's kind of affected. So it kind of affects some people.
It's also not very productive. The reason why criticism exists in the first place is you can help people better.
Yeah.
Like saying, you could have done this instead, and it would have led to this, this, and this. That's constructive.
Yeah. I said.
Whereas, you should just top yourself. No, that's not constructive at all. In fact, that's the very opposite of constructive.
Yeah. The one thing that I said when I played, I saw him play Crystal Beast and he scooped. But what I said was, right, here's what you could have done. You could have Buckamooned anyway. He won't be able to flip his monster back up. You could have gone into Lightning Chidori and then Soused. That's how you could have got past that board. That is criticism. Anything to do with your shit, why did you do that? It's no point, and all this rubbish. You should quit Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that. It's just, no, that doesn't make you a helper. That just makes you a dick.
Also, on that, those people also aren't why we're quitting. We actually learned the best way to deal with them is just to ignore them, ban them, move on.
We ban them, we block them, we move on. If you come on and you act like a dick, you're out. If you come on and be a bit like, he shouldn't have done that, fair enough. I would have just said, yeah, that's fine. But there have been comments as well that were pretty cool, but that's just one of them. This should be the other way around. So, obviously that's our worst moments. We went a bit over the top with. Best moments.
I mean, you're always going to remember your worst moments over your best moments.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think your best moments were when you had a field of Arc Rebellion to deal with, as well as other cards, and you slowly, completely destroyed it, and then you took over and won from there. Another one that I think was good was the Madoshi play when you were like, he's got a decent field, and you drew, and you're like, unless I draw that, now we've just got to see how this works. And then I think they used Dark Law, got rid of a card, and then you were like, good, Lightning Storm, and then you just won from there. Obviously, you're winning with Eldritch was good. Yeah, there's a lot of moments on the shorts. There is a short compilation coming up, by the way, on the 31st of December. So, last but not least, how would you like to thank everyone?
In terms of thanking everyone, I love to thank Anthony at Ultimate TCG. Simple fact of he gave us a place to start. Without him, we wouldn't have been where we are now. Obviously, everyone at Geek Retreat as well. Just there's a few standout people at locals I'd like to thank because they've kind of always just in the background actually said good things to me about what I'm doing, even if they don't quite agree with it themselves. So for that, people I'd like to thank from locals, Clevin. I'd also like to thank Reese because Reese at first kind of didn't like filming, but then got into it. One that's going to come as a surprise, but Seb. I always end up talking to Seb about random stuff that we were doing. He wants to see more meta on the table, which if we could have afforded back when tier element was full price, yeah.
Well, I mean, I could have. Well, yeah, we did buy it we did buy it, and then 2 days later, tier elements got hit.
Yeah.
I was absolutely fuming, and I didn't want to because I knew it was going to happen, but that's why I didn't buy enough of meta. But then I thought, no, I'm getting cash tier. I ain't missing this out. I ain't missing it this time. So thanks, Seb. What about Polywop?
Oh, yeah, I was going to get onto the Geek Retreat lot. The Geek Retreat lot.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry if I missed.
Keep going, Voltimate.
I was going to say, like, I'm going to rhyme off a lot of the names from Geek Retreat. If I miss you, I'm sorry. This is just like quick off the top of my head. You got Justin, Cammy, Tom. You've got James. You've got Deck. You've got
Jordan,
Declan, Jordan. So many people at Geek Retreat have just been so cool to us.
Let's just say this much, right? If you're part of Team Inc., Infi Inc., if you're part of Team Orion, if you're part from the Burnley lot, thank you all. Even if you're from Preston. No, I'm kidding. But no. I just want to say, thanks for being part of it with, having games with Joey. Obviously, it's not the end. It will come back once or twice. There might even be a point where you think, you know what, I am going to come back fully. But obviously, we don't want to get to a point that we keep playing and then we've hit burnout to a point that we don't want to do it anymore. We just want to take a break.
I think after this, I'm just going to concentrate on cooking and streaming myself. Like, my stream is just random stuff. It's not worth watching, I'll admit it, but...
Yeah, just check him out anyway. There might
be a link in the comments.
There will be a link in the comments. There might be. You know what? No, I won't put it in. I won't put it in. But no, seriously. Right, so basically, starting now, in the new year, what I would like to do is start traveling a bit more to different shops. We've had, and I'm gonna let Joey know this because he doesn't know. There's a few that he didn't know, and there's a few he knows. I went to Laser Dragon Gaming. I've went to the place in Grimsby, which just let me just have a look. What is it called? It's not Slice. It's Grim Dice. That's it. It's Grim Dice, and I've just totally lost Joey. Bear with me. Oh, there we go.
No,
No, it's fine. I know where you are now because, when I checked, it's Grim Dice in Grimsby, which I'd like to go and film again. Obviously, I've been invited to places like Leicester, but that's a bit too far. Otherwise, I'd easily take Leicester because there is a girl down there who uses Sunrika, and I've got to get her on the TV table. Even if I have to face her, I'll have a mirror match.
There is one location I'd love to go. go to at one point. It's just getting the money myself to go down, and that's Jester Games.
Yeah, Jester Games. I'd like to go there too. We've got a few people that I know who actually go there. Justin's lot.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to go there. Plus, not just that, there's another place I'd like to go, and that's Fanboy 3. Because the players there are really, really good, but really sound. I mean, a lot of players in it and a lot of locals are sound. There are some that are a bit like, but that doesn't mean all of them are bad. But, you know, Harlequins,
Yeah.
Laser Dragon Gaming, Fanboy 3, we'd like to go there. Slicing Dice I'd like to go back to. We're going to try and sort that out. I want to go back to, say, the YCS in London, the Nationals in Birmingham or anywhere else. And, you know, just to go and have fun rather than just play to win. That's the plan that I'm going for. Just to try and keep people, be a bit more like a traveller and entering the side offence. So that's my plan. I don't know about you, Jerry. Obviously, you want to. You said you're focused on streaming, cooking.
Yeah. I need my internet to be fixed before I concentrate on streaming, because in the past few weeks I've been having mishaps. But
Yeah, which happens.
Apply for the course. We know this by now.
Yeah, I mean, you could always come to Smash Brothers on Thursday nights. No, I'm kidding. It's whenever you can. But yeah. Apart from that, it's the end now for the Jowgression series. It's come to a point now that we've had enough, but we would like to keep making videos on some other things. If you want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We are going to continue to make content. EDO Pro, YuGiOh matches, possibly some shorts here and there. Don't forget, there is a link tree down below, so you can check out my Twitter. You can check out Instagram, which I don't go on now. You can check out Twitch, TikTok, and also Jowys' Twitch channel will be down there as well. But since he said I might put it down there. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And anything you want to say before we leave?
I was saying, just because the Jowgression series is ending doesn't mean the weekly tournaments are ending.
No, they'll still continue.
No. Yeah.
In fact,
I just wanted to at least say that, so people didn't just expect the weekly things just suddenly stop.
And not only that, but there's also the Saturday tournaments that I need to get back to. So they're going to get back on normal. It's just because of how busy this has been. I didn't want to spend a lot of money going places and all this. Now I've got time to just... Now that I can come out Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit, I can get my folders sorted. And I can go travelling to different places such as here, there and everywhere. So, yeah. Like I said, if anybody wants me to come to their store to have a look, I'll have a look at how far it is first. And if we do go, we do go. If you say to me like, oh, you should come down to Plymouth, I don't think so. That is way too far.
We don't... Our biggest problem is we don't have a car that is readily available to us. So going somewhere like Plymouth, London, Cornwall, places we'd like to go to.
But we do have the Yu-Gi-Oh mobile. It's got the number 23 on it with an X. No, I'm kidding. If you know that if you're that person watching, I'm joking, but obviously, yeah. But yeah, that's it now. Jowgression series has an end. Weekly tournament's still going. He'll be coming back once or twice. That's all from me.
And this is au revoir, and I bid you all adieu.
And take care, everyone. Have a nice day.